let's do this. Yeah, no second takes, no nothing. I'm not a filmmaker. Yeah, this is mainly for you, Josh, and for my mum and dad and anyone else who's interested. So I'm gonna do a real big look into the Duck Hole Lake. So some of the history of why the track's there in the first place, how the duck hole actually formed. So it's an old karst system or an old sinkhole that dropped away and filled up. Anywhere you look online, you can see that it varies between 4 metres, 15 metres. Anyway, that's not what I'm out there doing. It's like there's a whole heap of beautiful myrtle, sassafras, some of the lichens, the bryophytes, the fungi that's up in there on some of the down trees. The whole place is absolutely amazing. I want to share it with people, mainly my people that can't get out there. Yeah, the whole place fills me with joy. A couple of things we're going to cover when I go out there and through the next few videos. One is the disappearance of Bruce Fairfax. Like, where is he? So that's in a complete another video, but it's all going to be around the same area. So much on that. There's some big trees on there out there. I've personally found yeah, one tree in particular that we're all going to go into. And I literally yesterday went out and found it again, and it's been photographed and measured. It's at 18 metres, which is pretty huge. It's very big. So yeah, there's probably only 100 odd trees that have been around that size in Tasmania. So to actually go and find one by yourself is a pretty cool thing to do, and it's been on my mind for the last 2 months. But anyway, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do with the duck hole. This is an introduction to it. Yeah, I hope you guys follow on with the journey. Yeah, part 1 will be coming up soon. I'm going to do that tonight. So with some maps and a few other bits and pieces, some screenshots, a few police reports, and yeah, so we'll go from there. But yeah, it's going to be a whirlwind. Thank you very much. Not a videographer. Alright, so don't mind the duck. So this, I segue, found this bit of driftwood on a walk with Dad. Yeah, that way it's a duck, and on that way you can sort of see whales, and that way it's a dolphin. And anyway, so basic gear whenever I go out, 100% in a certain bag I'll have a paper map of where I am, and you got to know how to read paper maps. Obviously, it's no good of having all this digital stuff. It's anyway. Hand compass, about $10. Map of the area you're going, $10 maybe. Because I like looking at plants and stuff like that, I've got a hand lens, like just a little one here. I've got several other ones, but bare minimum, this one here for looking at bryophytes and ferns and fungi. Old Maggie's collar, a seal tooth. Anyway, and yeah, like an emergency lighter. Yeah, it charges by USB. I don't, like a plasma flame thing. I don't fully trust it, but we'll see. Yeah, and a whistle. That there is the absolute bare, obviously in your water, but that there is your bare minimum to whenever you go on any track. Bare minimum. Alright. Alright, other items I always take, gloves. When you're going out in the bush, some of the area can be a bit nasty on your hands. Don't know if you can see that. You know, cutting grass. Yeah, single monocle. So it's got up to a 30 times zoom on it. Quite handy when you're going trying to find big trees. Yeah, laser leveler. Sorry, laser measure, so I can measure heights of trees, distances, all that sort of stuff. Pretty handy. I haven't done much with it, but it is what it is. Tape, obviously for measuring trees. This tape here, obviously a marking tape, so when you do go off any sort of mark track looking for stuff, you can find your way. Yeah, that's the next of that bit, I think. Yeah. Alright, so third bit of ID for plants is through the Student's Flora of Tasmania books by Winifred Curtis. They're back from a long time ago, so Winifred came out here, guy Dennis Morris, but yeah, pretty much all Winifred. She came out and she logged and described and made a key basically of every single plant in Tasmania. Like these are literally the Bibles of Tas botany. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have these gifted to me by my dear old mother, not a botanist, but anyway, yeah, they don't ever go out in the field with me, but that's a great reference. And again, you don't need the internet, so yeah. We're just going to go in the next bit from here. So stuff that I also should have put in the essentials as well, but the weather can change pretty bad anywhere in Tassie. It can get pretty wild pretty quick. Bare minimum with the other items I mentioned before, so with your compass, your paper map, all that sort of stuff. So an emergency sleeping bag, so it's absolutely tiny. They're a single use, but you can cover that up. It'll keep you protected from the elements, and at least keep you alive for, well, I don't fucking know. I'm not a survivalist. I'm going to have to edit that bit out. No, I'm not. Yeah, heat reflective. It's only going to Josh, mum and dad. A heat reflective poncho. So this is to shield you from the elements as well. This is more than a single use. I reckon you could probably use that as a bit of a shelter at a glance, but yeah, I don't know. Because it's Tassie, chemical hand warmers, always good to take. Head torch, got to have a head torch, got to have a light down there. Yeah, a later video I'll explain the head torch, but yeah, I also have, in here I have a spare ladder, a spare power bank, another spare power bank. Also have magnetic connections for any phone, not that I need them other than my own, and yeah, magnetic cable. So yeah, it's all about being prepared. Alright, that's enough yapping. Yeah, Duck Hole Lake. It's going to be a crazy adventure. Alright, thank you. I need a cameraman. Alright, so I'm going to do a video thing about the Duckhole Lake. There's so much stuff to go over up there. I've found a tree that's 18 metres in circumference. So in that vein, it's in the top 100 trees ever found in Tasmania. This guy. I've spent the last month actually trying to find it. I've been up in there yesterday with a young guy called Luke from I think he works for the Wilderness Society and the Big Tree Projects. Yeah, the tree's been measured, it's been found, it's been GPS logged. I'm going to put some photos up of it first and a few bits and pieces, but that's going to be in a Big Tree video. So I reckon there'll be some standard stock footage in this video now of the Duckhole Lake area. Then probably do the big trees, and then at the end of it is going to be the big one, which is Brucey Fairfax. So you hit a bit of a brick wall when you talk to people down here about Bruce. There's a lot of stories. I guess a lot of it's probably small town banter, but when you actually contact the people involved and they say, oh yeah, but yeah, I'm not coming on record, I'm not talking about it, I don't, you know, I'm not, it's kind of different. So yeah, so Bruce disappeared in 2019 on a bushwalk, and yeah, never been found, never nothing. So they searched for a few months. I've personally spoken with a couple of guys who were involved in the rescue. Yeah, that might be a fourth video. I don't know. But here's my intro. I'm not a videographer. Alright, hope you enjoy it. Alright, Josh, Mum, Dad, I'm going to make a video about the stuff I've seen up in the Duckhole, some of the adventures that I have up in there. This is the intro to part one. Yeah, I'm going to start doing stuff with a better camera. Anyway, doesn't matter.